All right, so once you understand column, and then the row will be really easy to understand. Okay, I kind of already showed the example. Now the same kind of a thing, and the list of children, the list of widgets, and right now we're under the column. If you change this one into a row, and if you run this app, the same thing will happen across the row. Okay, they have the different weight. Okay, and then this one has the highest, and then that's why they take more space, and the button has less space, so that's why the text cannot be show up here. So you can increase and change the number. For example, I'm going to give the two buttons 20 and then 20, right? So give them more, and then let's run this again. All right, so they got a little bit extra, right? So I'm going to reduce this one here to 30, maybe 25, and then each of the button got 5 more. And run this one more time, and that's how you can actually line them, right? So pretty simple and straightforward, and to kind of give the different space for the different widgets. The reason we really like this kind of weight approach is because it uses a percentage of the space across your whole screen. Because one challenge we see on mobile development is it is very hard to keep your UI look consistent across different devices. Some of the newer devices maybe have a bigger screen. Some of the older devices may not have that much space, right? So, but then what matters is the ratio. So that's why if you use the flex, use the weight and percentage, that normally guarantees you have a pretty good and consistent view across different devices. All right. Another thing you should know is it's very, very common to mix the column and rows. All right. So for example, let me come back this one to column. All right. So once I do this, now I want to basically put these two buttons horizontally, where this one still keep vertically. Okay, you can definitely do that, right? So for example, let's come back here. So there are two buttons right here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I need to group these two buttons together with a row. Okay, then it's very easy. So I'm gonna come back here to write this step by step. I do a row, and I do a children. So that one contains a lot of elements here for the row. So I'm going to move this two and then put them inside a row here. All right, as you can see, the row is a part of the column. Okay, because this one is contained directly in the column, but then the row has two more elements inside, so they're vertically. So if I run this, that's what you can see. A left button, right button, and then they're in the same row right here, where these ones are in the column, and then the same thing for the whole group is a column. And the reason they actually split the screen because we gave a 25, and then if this one get 40 and this one get 60, and then you run this again, and these two buttons will be different sizes, okay, depending on what you want. All right, so as you can see, the 25 I can do 1 and 1, that gave you the same result. So that's basically how they look at the ratio. They don't care about the 100%. It's just as long as they have the same ratio, they have the same space, they take the whole space here, right? So mixing rows and columns is very, very common in the UI development here in Flutter. Okay, sometimes you might need to do another layer. You know, the row maybe contain another row, the row will contain another column. So it doesn't matter. Eventually, as you can see from this view here, that everything will just be based on the tree structure. Okay, that's basically how the Flutter is arranging all the different things. All right, so it's pretty straightforward right here, right? Okay. So that's kind of the row and also how to use the row and column together. In the next lessons, we're going to show you more examples on how to use a row and column to develop and build different kind of UI system.